Let's start it. You can use any brush you want. You can use the round brush. You can use the 1-inch flat brush. Let's use the round brush for now. I'm going to take the red color. You have to use water. And I don't want to see you doing paintings with very thick paint. After you apply the colors, you'll be able to see the texture of the paper. Now start it over here. And look at the reference. Add a little bit more water and keep adding colors. Okay, let's see. The pencil mark only for you as a guideline. And then if you have the image already deep in your memory, you don't really need the pencil and don't have to rely on the pencil that much. Okay, we're gonna come down over here, a little curve coming like this way, and maybe a little curve, the curve a little bit more. You see that we can correct the thing, the pencil stage. I did not do it correctly, and this one is a little bit lower, and then a little curve over here, and then a little curve over there, and then coming down. Here you go. A little more, like this. Good. And you might be thinking about, oh, wait a minute, that's going to be dark colors. We don't have to put the red in, but it's okay. So what we're going to do, will you want to paint the green now?
Yeah.
Because it's going to mix stuff.
Yeah, unless you like this going to be connected. This probably okay, but also this only like a 70% dry only. So if you have the wet paint, even the red is not coming here, but the water touch this, the water is going to go into the 70% dried area. So we may not want to get in there right now, but something we can do now and is we put the dark color over here because that edge is very soft. How are we going to do that? We're just going to take the blue color. This is present blue. I'm going to take that color. Yes, very dark. I'm going to mix that with the red color. I'm going to see a little red. That's pretty dark. I'm going to start over here. And you're going to see how the color is going to merge together. Okay, I'm going to put it on here. And like that. Move a little on this side. Like this. This is almost dry, so we're going to do it in this shape. So all you see now is shape. Okay, see the dark shape. And over here, coming through. And also the paint in the brush, you don't want to have a lots of water because that maybe get into the other areas too much. I'm going to put a little mark over here like that, and you're going to draw a little bit shape over here too, and a little bit over here, a little bit on the edge. I'm going to coming along like this. Now we can do it here. This is the shadow. So as you see that, we don't actually thinking about it as a rose. We're thinking about as light color, dark color. So I'm gonna have the color a little bit thinner for now. I'm gonna have less color in the brush and just pick this color, a little bit less color, maybe less wet. I'm gonna have some wet off from the paper. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, I'm going to get the top over here now. This is almost dry. So I'm going to draw this triangle. You see that? All you're thinking about a triangle. Right? Oh, this probably should be a little bit darker. I'm going to add a little dark color in here. The triangle. Right? Now here you go. And get a little line going through. You can control how thick the line you want to draw, and just a little triangle over here. So one little thing at a time. You don't want to rush yourself. You don't want to feeling kind of, you know, have to do it. Finish it in 2 seconds. Take your time. Be patient. Now I'm gonna coming down over here. I have a little shadow line, a little line coming over here too. Because the top is almost dry, so easier to manage. Now I'm coming down over here. So one line at a time. Now I'm gonna have a little bit lighter colors. Though here is still drying, so try not to touch it for now. Okay, let's see. I'm going to do something on the top. Now what I want to do, now I'm going to use a little bit lighter tone. Now have a little bit more water, have a little lighter tone. I'm just going to do a little transition in the top over here. See, the tip have a little darker color, and the middle of the brush have a lighter, have less color. So I can just one brush. You can create that transition, right? So now let's see. I'm gonna on the top over here have a little bit detail over there. Okay, almost there. And I have a little bit lighter tone over here, and the top over here even lighter. So I'm going to get a little bit more red, so less blue, and then just do the top over here like that. Because already dried, so the second round colors is not going to affect the first base colors. Okay, put over there. Now that's good. The top looks good. Now coming down over here, I have a little bit like a middle tone going through here, showing. The whole thing, the whole triangle can be a little darker, like that. Okay, be patient. Now over here, we're gonna have a little bit gradient color coming down here too, and have a little short line, a little light line going through that, like that. That's fine. And have a little bit adjust the water and have it transition. What about the other side? We also have a little transition on the other side too, right? Just use a little light color, and that's good. On this side is getting dry. On this side of the leaf, we're ready to do it. Now I'm gonna get the yellow. This is almost look like a green, so all you can think about is yellow and blue colors. So I'm gonna get a little blue color in here. There's some blue color right here. Okay, maybe a little bit blue. Get a little bit blue. That's good color. Now I'm gonna start put this color in here. Oh, that's good. Because this area is totally dry, the water won't affect the area, right? Now I'm gonna coming down over here. Okay, good. Now when I come down over here, the color change, and the color getting a little bit gray. So I'm gonna getting this color in. Ready? It's not dark enough, but we can do something later. Okay, like that. And over here is almost dry. It's not quite yet, but we can do the same thing on this side and coming from the outside. And make a little bit darker color now. This color is not so bright. That's perfect. Like that. Don't touch that for now. And we're going to continue and later. Okay, like that. Now this is a little bit darker, so I'm gonna have the red and the blue a little bit darker, a little bit more blue, too red. Now I'm gonna just tap on it. You see, now the end over here now become darker, and over here too I can do something over here, coming down like that, or maybe over here too. Oh, tap on it to make it a little darker. Okay, I think this is good. We can transition into the brighter yellow-green color with the green color later. Now we can come back over here, start from the top. And look at that. This too much, too fuzzy. How can we change it? Just red color and start moving the shape. Now let's see. And take a look. I'm going to add another red color here. And I'm going to soften that color underneath. And the shape will become better. Over here, we can remove the color by softly move that color away. Now become a better shape. Now tap on it like that. Okay. Move that color away. You know, it's pretty easy to change color. And now over here, move that color away. I don't want to move it to become white, so that's why I'm taking the red color when I'm moving the color. Like that. Now the shape got a little bit better. Like that. And down here, I'm going to start moving a little bit lighter gray colors coming down. So I'm going to have this coming down like this. And also on this side, it actually a little bit darker than the next area of this petal. Right? How can we make that? We're going to use a little bit bigger brush. Probably would do it better. And this is almost dry. Not quite yet. Now I'm going to come back to get the yellow color. Okay, get a little blue color. A little bit fresh. A little bit more yellow. Now that's good. I'm going to start over here. See that? Look at this color. It's very different. Like that. And going through, let the color overlap on the other color. Nice. And over here too, have a little color going through here. And like leave a little white gap over there too. And put it here and let the dark color come out into the leaf. That's fine. But you don't want to have the new color too wet and the color instead of coming out from the inside and the color pushing in into that area. Okay, and also going to put this new layer on top of that so that color will look a little bit more green. Okay, all right. Now what I'm going to do while I'm waiting for this to dry, which is pretty easy. The rose are almost there. We just need to have a little bit subtle separation. We're going to continue doing it here, but when you're doing over here, be a little careful. That leaves also have a very clean edge. If you have some color going into that leaf, and it will look like the leaf, the part of the stem. When you should do it, should you wait for it? Okay. Now we're going to put some dark color on the stem, and we maybe have to do it more than one time. So let's get this dark color and have a little red too. Okay, let's see it. Coming down over here. And I'm going to leave a little gap over there. That's fine. Okay, like that. If you can control your brush well, you can do it. Okay. Now, coming down. Here we go. So we're going to end the stem here. So someone may be going to frame it like this. I'm going to add a little red at the edge over here. You see a little warmer color over there. And I'm going to have even darker color. So I'm going to get a little bit blue. Add some red color. Ooh. That's good. I have the color a bit thicker so you can see the color darker now. Right? Like this. Good. You do need to do it a couple times. Now you see that dark color compared to the light color, it really make it jump, right? So on the edge over here, I can just use the same brush. I render a little bit line to create those shadow effect onto the toning of the form. Like this. And then maybe a little bit line over here. A little line like that. You do it however you want. You don't have to follow exactly what the reference would tell you. And over here, maybe a little darker too. Like that. Cool, it's almost there. Now while we're doing this, that's getting dry. Now that's good. Now let's do the last touch. Ready? Now we take this bigger brush, get the red. First, what we're gonna do, we're gonna clean the edge over here. This side is great. This side, the edge looks great. But this side is just a little bit too fuzzy because this is the light side. I don't want to have too much fuzzy. So I'm gonna tap on the brush, make sure enough water in the brush, and so we'll be able to move the dark color. So you don't want to get confused. That is, we are not actually put another color to cover the underneath color. This is not translucent watercolor. Okay, if you do it that way, it's not the way the translucent watercolor would do, right? So it will be like a maybe gouache, acrylic or oil that will be cover the color underneath. With the translucent watercolor, we want to remove the color from what already applied. So we want to make a sharper edge. So I'm gonna have to see how much hair on the brush. Now you can remove it, and also the new color with the red would get into the space to form a nice transition. Now it's just good. I don't want to keep coming down, and as a matter of fact, I am going to have a little bit blue in the brush. Now I'm going to form this side of the edge like that, and then move it over here too. This. When you work in a big space, a big shape, and a bigger brush is always helpful. Okay, like that. And the edge over here have a little bit transition. How can we make the center of this leaf a little bit lighter? It just use the water. You see that? You can make it look lighter by remove the colors. Now it looks good. I'm gonna probably also add a little texture here too by just move the color a little bit like this. Right, you got it? Now on this side, I'm gonna have a little darker catch the shadow. So just the blue and the red. Okay, almost there. Get a little bit more blue. Now let's see. I'm gonna have this, the catch shadow going through over here. You can see that it covered this part of the leaf because the rose blocking the light like this. Okay, also over here too, let them make a little bit more water and go into this side, and this also as to catch the shadow because the rose blocking the light. I think this is pretty good rose. You can give it to someone now.